everybody,
and welcome to B-Weekly. This week we have so many good news, so many good pre-order,
and little surprise after, we're gonna follow the actuality regarding the Spider-Man movie was released a few weeks ago because it was a ton of good things.
And talking about good things, we made as well some very interesting unboxing and videos, and of course, but let's start now, because we had a lot of good news from Mafex.
Yeah, I don't know if you are familiar with this beauty. No, so this beauty is an amazing run of Spider-Man. It's an amazing run of Batman, so Batman Nightfall. It was the first introduction of Bane.
Okay.
The really charismatic villain of Batman. And we have the announcement this week from Medicom. Mafex is releasing this Batman and this Bane in action figures, so I'm really happy.
The Bane actually looks really epic.
Yeah. So if you are not familiar with this comic and you have the opportunity to read it, like, go for it. It's a little bit old-fashioned, but it's a classic from the early 90s.
And talking about action figure from Mafex, we have John Wick from the movie, for the fourth movie. Yeah. Exciting again.
Maybe we're gonna have a release in Japan one day. Who knows?
Yeah, I know.
It's planned to September, October. So for the SH Figuarts anniversary, this year's the 15 years. There is a lot of contests, a lot of like vote for fans to go for which one you want to like a reprint or anything. And we just had the news. They opened the pre-order for the Vegeta of Super Saiyajin Blue. So this version, it's also come with the red hair, like the Super Saiyajin God Vegeta. So just open the pre-orders. So it's gonna be this one, plus a special display stand for the occasion. So if you missed this one a few years ago, which is now crazy expensive on second market, it's your chance to get it.
And you all love Vegeta maybe more than Son Goku, so we're gonna have a pleasure to have it in our hand once it's out.
I really have it in my hand.
You can have yours. Talking about having wonderful things in your hand, following the end of the season of Demon Slayer or Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Mitsuri for the Japanese, coming in Buzzmod. We all love Buzzmod, we all love a strong and beautiful character in Buzzmod.
Just my favorite character from Demon Slayer. I let you imagine why.
And I want to know what is gonna be about the articulation of the sword exactly, because the Daki was wonderful about like costume.
Yeah, like I hope we'll double check the news, but hopefully they do something with the metal wire to
yes.
make it,
Actually, I check it, and you should be able to do, but until which point? Because Tengen Buzzmod was off the chart. Daki was great, wonderful. So yeah, this one, looking forward to. I have to chill actually.
Relax. So we're gonna continue a little bit of scale. Did you read or watch this anime?
I saw so many figures of Major Darling.
So you should give it a shot. It's really nice and fun. And if you love this series, there is a new Marine figure coming in Good Smile. The swimsuit version you can see in the first volume, like when you have this one actually.
It's anime accurate. No, it's canon. It's manga and anime accurate.
This pose in figure. So if you are a fan of My Dress Up Darling and you like the collectible from this series, go for it. It's might be a great one. The series usually is full of good things. So.
And to have a more mature figure from Good Smile as well, that's great. From time to time. Another big anime that you should watch, or hopefully you read before. I'm talking of course about I from Oshino. We had a lot of very interesting and expensive, more on the expensive side, about the scale figure of I, and right now Tenitol releasing a very affordable one.
If you're not familiar, like Tenitol, it's really the similar quality as a pop-up parade, for example, and like they are getting more and more license, so it's come for you. More and more license, more and more figure, good quality, affordable price, and like this one is a good addition to the line.
And talking about a good addition to the line, let's talk about news. It's not up yet for pre-order, but it's gonna be soon. Something that if you didn't play, if you didn't have the time, and if you didn't think it was good enough, go for it. I'm talking about Final Fantasy 16. We have 3 Bring Arts that are going to be released soon in pre-order. Clive, of course, Sid, and Barnabas. Wonderful game, and the action figure this time looks wonderful.
Not familiar Bring Arts, it's the 1/12 scale of Square Enix figures. So usually more often we are showing you like the play hat, who has a 1/8 size, so 1/12 size. So it's same as the SH Figuarts with Mafex and everything size. So if you are like me, more into that scale of figure, it's a really good choice, really good quality usually. I can tell myself from Square Enix, I have a lot of Dragon Quest, I like a lot of Final Fantasy figures.
The Tactics one.
The Tactics ones, so it's really good figures. The sculpt regarding for the new game looks amazing, so now I'm pretty excited. Usually I haven't been disappointed with Bring Arts for the moment, while I'm often disappointed with Play Arts.
Yeah, Play Arts, it's hit or miss.
So we were talking about Batman just before, so I don't know if you saw the movie Flash.
Let's say not everybody did enjoy the movie.
Honestly, he has his default, but I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
And Batman from the Flash is coming soon in SH Figuarts. So Michael Keaton version, like all Michael Keaton version. So the promo picture are really nice. We'll see the final results, but no, it's good. More there's Batman, more I'm happy in general, you can tell.
Let's start with the release of the week.
Yeah, a lot of release this week. Like we had to make a selection because end of the month, tons of release, actually too much. So we had to make a selection. The floor is yours.
And now we start with maybe what should be my biggest surprise of this week. I'm talking about Baki action figure from
Stomp Collectible. It's makers. There's a lot of Capcom video games, Sega video game figures, so like Street Fighter, Vampire. Maybe you saw the Golden Axe figure.
Yes.
The King of Fighters figure from SNK also. And they have also a few manga, anime IP, and this is the first from Baki, the popular fighting manga anime, so not really good. The short is in fabric, the articulation is really great, there is some soft, the torso is soft to make it more flexible. It's really nice, really good surprise. And yeah, I really hope we're gonna propose more Stomp Collectible figures because it's a line I really enjoy. I have myself few Street Fighters one. Only thing I little bit dislike about Stomp Collectible is the size. Usually they are bigger than the regular 1/12. It's more like 1/10 size. So if you have like if you want to match with other, you see it's like much bigger than this Kamen Rider. But I don't think Baki is 7 footers.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing, like after by itself it's great. If you use with other figures, be careful with the scale.
The thing is, I try to make as much as poses from the anime, from the manga. It's great, had a good time. It's a little bit more bulky, but otherwise it's just wonderful time. Talking about wonderful time, we have the Robocop.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Damage version with Murphy's head, just released following the previous one who was like the regular version. This one is coming. Big work on the sculpt.
Incredible.
Like just the face sculpt is amazing, and even the armor damage, all the details,
all the brush stroke. Yeah, this time Mafex outdone themselves about like they are usually good about this kind of things, but this is just another level for me.
Even articulation is really interesting regarding its Robocop. Like, of course, the mobility is less
than a Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's less movable than a Spider-Man, for example, but it's totally perfect as a Robocop figure. You can see like the elbow, the shoulders, it's going. There is a part to modify here to make the gun holster. No, really, I'm really happy and like I'm stunned, really stunned by the face sculpt. It's really accurate. This week we just received the Broly from Dragon Ball superhero movie, and I have a blade in my hand.
Please enjoy.
So let's check out together what it looks like, because I didn't have time to open it and it's a good occasion. So a lot of accessories, 3 extra face. There is the crying one. If you saw the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So it's really big, like it's following the size of the previous figure with the armor they released for the previous movie. So no, it's really nice. There is another hairstyle from this is for the Gohan figure.
Okay.
So you can put faceplate and on the body it's the what's the name? Je sais plus. On verra, on coupe. So hop, Awaken. Voilà, Awaken Gohan hairstyle. So after for Broly there is 3 additional left hand, 2 additional right hand. So I just said 3 faces. Really big. This part, the belt, is in soft plastic, so
okay.
really movable.
I was thinking about this one. Yeah.
It's not hard one. So, and after, it's the SH figuarts quality mobility. Really nice. So yeah, a good one, a good shot from Bandai. If you like Dragon Ball, if you like the new Broly version, which is my case. So happy.
And let's continue about the happy place. Let's talk about some Ranger.
Yes. Just give me a sec.
Ranger.
So Super Shodo new release, one of my favorite series, Dairanger. It's coming, so it's a 6-set figure. So I still have my blade. Up.
Get the blade away again.
Up. Just if you're not familiar with Super Shodo, so they are usually making more and more series of Super Sentai in candy toy size. So there is always the candy. Up, I'm opening up. You see there is a lot of accessories, a lot of grape, and up, voila, it's this size figure. So as you can see, it's a smaller size. It's more like the, if you're familiar with old G.I. Joes, okay, it's similar size. Honestly, I love it. So usually you have the full series set for 8,000, 10,000 yen. Last week we were talking about the pre-order opening for Mega Ranger. Okay. So now Bandai is doing a great job for Super Sentai fan. I give you the opportunity to get it. Really affordable way to have a full set of Super Sentai, even if it's not the same size as those one. Honestly, it's really something I enjoy after you have to build a little bit the hand, the stickers and everything. But to have a really good collection of Super Sentai figure, it's a really good way to get one.
I will talk about my deception of the week. I'm talking of course about the Figma, the Venus by Botticelli. I'm disappointed because it's just too good to be open on YouTube and social media. Because of course, as you see, there is a little bit of titties and you're not allowed to show them frontally or even remotely. So it's beautiful Figma, maybe one. I mean, we talked already about like Figma releasing some interesting artsy part.
Mona Lisa coming soon. We just received the Wing Angel also recently. So what's interesting also, there is a background, same as in the original painting. So now it's really, honestly, it's a great curiosity. Like that line from Figma, from Freeing, is really nice curiosity, like to make figure of like a piece of art like this. It's interesting, and this one is really nice, like a lot of accessories. There is a shell and everything now. We will play by ourselves. Maybe I will do some pictures to put on my private social media, which I don't care if it's like banned or whatever.
I'm talking about breaking art. Sasuke. We got Naruto that were re-released not so long ago.
Sasuke is coming now. There is more to come because
new technology,
Orochimaru coming. Like the Naruto line is really on good rail. More and more announcements. So now good, and Sasuke in kid version, a must-have for any Naruto fan, Sasuke fan. So
and of course we
are waiting the announcement for Sakura in kid version. It should arrive. So no, all good for the line. Like same, yeah, as you said, like compared to the first version, like new technology, new articulation, new face sculpt. So
and it's about the color as well, something a little bit more lively, and I hope that will get old better. And talking about a very interesting thing now.
Yeah, like like following the release of the movie Across the Spider-Verse. So there were of course figures from the movie arriving at the same moment, but it's a good like by chance there were a lot, like for 1 month, like to have like we selected 5 Spider-Man figures in 1 month, released the same month, which is
huge.
A lot. So we're gonna have a look, we're gonna talk about it. So let's start by a chronological order. We had at the late May, early June, we received Spider-Woman, Spider-Gwen from Across the Spider-Verse, and Spider-Man Miles Morales. We had the chance to make some video, we had the chance to play. So the quality of this figure is really the sculpt, the sculpt, the face sculpt, the global sculpt, the proportion, like the growing up Miles, a little bit also growing up Gwen. So all good. The legs articulation also are amazing. Same for the arm. My only disappointment, small disappointment, it's the hub. The hub is really shortly. It's good in the back, but in the front, if you want to do something like you can't really Spider-Man's them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So same, it's a little bit worse with Miles because he's really slim and tall, and they made like the hub like really long. They could have made maybe in 2 parts, maybe, because really it doesn't look like a Spider-Man plane. It's like when you try to do pose, like some posing is difficult because of the hub. Some is okay. Like when you do like extension pose, it's okay. When you want to do some like a more like a backflip or like a crunch pose, like
it's a bit more difficult.
It's a bit more difficult, but honestly, it's a good one. There are good ones in global. Okay.
Yeah, I would just like to say about I don't have any like real beef with the Gwen version of the figuarts, but the proportion of the Miles Morales, I don't remember seeing the movie that he was that much thin actually.
Yeah, he's really skinny and taller in the movie. He really grew up and he's really skinny in the movie.
Okay, so that's like really accurate.
Yeah. The sculpt is accurate. He's really skinny and all long, and you can see really like in the movie. Let's continue in chronological order of release. At the middle of the month, we had the Spider-Gwen from SV Action from Sentinel. So this one is the first movie version, following the line. So after Miles, Peter B, they did also Penny. This one came. We are still waiting for Noir, Spider-Man Noir, who is planned to be released. It was really a lot of bad press before the release. Honestly, to be honest, I saw like the review of people who had the figure before. The pictures, like it was not fair with the figure, to be honest. The comparison, the lighting was weird, the background was weird. So when you have it in hand, honestly, it does the job perfectly. The head sculpt, there is 2 head sculpt with a changing hairstyle possibility, which are good. They are not great, but they are good. And after, about articulation, there is nothing better than this. The back here is curved to make like full posability like this. Now it's really amazing. At this level, a lot of accessories. It's coming with a spider ham.
Yeah, actually, yes, Spider-Ham, that's what...
Spider-Ham is coming with a lot of also additional parts like camera, hammer, different face, different hand, different legs. There is also a top part of the body as a school uniform. So it's not articulated, but it's a good plus. It's a good plus. So no, really, it's a really good one. I really enjoyed getting it and playing with it. So if honestly, if you hesitate, don't hesitate. And this week we received those 2. So the amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man 2.0 version. So the old version was like one of the first, if not the first, amazing Yamaguchi. So the technology was a little bit older. And we just got a new version with a crazy, amazing articulation. So there is torso articulation, there is like all level, the Revoltech joint, the legs also, like everywhere you can have. In terms of posability also, it's great. So it's more comic style version. It's not if you really enjoy only movies, might be weird for you, but I like the metallic blue and the shiny red coming. So also the eyes, they are like a little bit, they look glowing. So it's really, really, really nice. But yeah, really like comic style. And we had the Andrew Garfield without the head of Andrew Garfield. So this Spider-Man, it took forever to release. A lot of problem in copyright, a lot of problem in production. So it was announced in September last year for release in February. And they were pushing back the deadline. And finally in February, they canceled everything from the first listing in September, and because of the copyright with the head of Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, actually, that was like the big bummer.
So a lot of work, and after we just had to reorder this version. It's no big deal at this moment, but just to explain to customer who ordered the first version and everything. So it was a lot of extra work. So it's finally here. Finally it's the last to be released, where it was supposed to be the second one. But it was worth it.
Definitely.
Voilà.
I really enjoy the color actually.
Voilà, the color. The color is really accurate to the movie. Like it's a little bit more like dark red, and also like the skull details of the web everywhere is really nice. Also the suit, you can see all the spots you can notice from the movie. And after, what's interesting with action figure is the articulation, and figuarts again did great job with the Spider-Man. So no, it's really nice. You can really have good articulation, really follow the movement you can see in the movie. So no, really happy. Finally, we can have the 3 Spider-Man. Only one you can have the face showing. After, I don't know myself. Honestly, I'm gonna check on internet if there is not some custom head or that kind of thing. I used to do it with the first Captain America from Infinity War from figuarts. The face was horrible. Okay. It didn't look like Steve Rogers at all, but it was okay to find on internet some custom head, more accurate and everything. So voilà, it was the 5 Spider-Man you could get this month. So honestly, if you have a huge budget, go for the 5.
Yeah.
Because they all have their things. They all have it's not 5 times the same figures. Really remember this one, comics fans, you will be comics and posing fan. Honestly, this one is a must-have. So if you have, if you are a fan of the movie, if you are the fan of the amazing version with Andrew Garfield, it's a good one. If you like the last movie and you really want figures from the last movie, go for the moment.
Even they are not available anymore, pretty much anywhere actually right now.
Yeah, might have some restock soon. We never know. With regular release, it's still possible. Especially the movie is really working well. So yeah, even if they have some at least default, they are still the best figure at this size from this movie. So we will see what happens next if Sentinel start the line of the Across the Spider-Verse. We are waiting the Spider-Man 2099 coming soon also. So in the SH figuarts. So it's still a good one if you want to go for this movie. But after, that's my point of view. If you have to buy one figure related to Spider-Man in this selection, it's definitely the SV action of Spider-Man. Voilà. It's just following the line with all the quality of the previous figure in terms of articulation, in terms of posing. It catch the light really great. There is a lot of accessories. So voilà. It's 5 great figures, but one amazing figure.
Yeah, and also the articulation actually feels better as well in the SV action. Of course, SH figuarts, we know it's great. You got your money worth it. But even the feeling of the articulation when you're moving the figure, this one is just it's above.
So, a lot of scale also this week, but we selected one each.
Yes.
Voilà, because not enough space, not enough time neither, but we made a personal selection each. So let's start with yours.
From, of course, a Capcom figure builder, we have the Kushala Daora from Monster Hunter, a wonderful big figure. A wonderful figure actually, this one. We are used to receive this magic beast, magnific beast from a Capcom figure builder, and this one doesn't disappoint. You have a wonderful, actually, little mount that goes with this one. It's a little bit higher than what you usually receive with a Gore Magala, and just good.
And from my part, it will be Albedo Albedo in China dress version. So if you are familiar with the anime or the video game or whatever, Albedo is a really charismatic character, and like this one, like in this version, the China dress, it's a big beauty. So it's big, like 1/7 scale figure. There is a stone, there is the wing. She had a spear. Also, not really great one. Like there is some like shading in the hair with the color. Honestly, it's a big banger from Full You.
Yeah, it's the main point of the anime, and it's make some wonderful scale figure.
Yeah, if you like isekai, have a look about this series because it's really nice. And yeah, Albedo is really charismatic and nice character.
And you know what's nice as well? It's time for the weekend deals. For the weekend deals.
Configure for 70% off! 5/7 is 40% off! And Kirby is 65% off! 45% off! This one is 55% off! SMP is 60% off! Adoli is 50% off! Nezuko from Amiplex is 40% off! Battle Spirit Display is 70% off! And this Evangelion is 55% off! And the Plamodel of Sofia is 45% off!
The week is finished, and we had, of course, a lot of very, very good deals. We have a lot of very good release.
Like still, we are still in the middle of reception, to be honest, because the end of the month is just crazy. So we just hope you enjoy seeing all these news, this release, this little focus on the Spider-Man. We will come back with more things. Talking about Spider-Man, what's your favorite Spider-Man?
Yes.
Feel free to tell us in comments, and see you next week for
Hobby
Hobby Weekly. Bye bye.
So what are you gonna do this weekend?
Honestly, it's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Voilà, I'm turning 25.
Wait.
Or not. So no, I think I'm gonna spend some time to watch the new Indiana Jones movie.
And for me, it's gonna be Final Fantasy 16. I need to finish with games. Wonderful.